is up, my fellow Baddonians? Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another Build a Baddie episode. Today is episode 5, which is absolutely fucking crazy because I feel like I just started this a few weeks ago and it's been like a few months. So cheers to my 5th episode, halfway to 10 of Build a Baddie. Here we got 6 things I've learned in my 20s so far. Now I feel like these top 6 things, this is why I really wanted to create this YouTube video, because I feel like this one, you can kind of take away a lot more than you would in just a normal podcast, you know, because you can, okay, remember gratitude, money mindset, doing everything and anything that makes you happy. You have the time, get rid of toxic things and people, and then always do your best. So those are the 6 things, but I feel like you can remember those and kind of keep those in your, closer to your mind and heart than a normal elongated podcast about psychology and getting better, right? So kind of a little bit more digestible. But before we get into the freaking video, I need you guys to subscribe, and check out my links and descriptions, duh, because you love me and I love you more. So you gotta show that support, am I right? And then let's jump into number 1. But you know, we're stoner gals over here, so first things first, don't make fun of this. Also, you guys, I forgot to say this from the get-go. Today's Halloween. Today is October 31st. I have face tats. I have face tats and I have neck tats. They're fake, okay, very obviously. I was the Joker for Halloween. Check out my picture on Instagram because it's really sick. But they won't come off. No, they won't come off. I've tried oil, I've tried scrubbing my skin off, so don't mind this. Although I honestly kind of might get a neck tat now because of this, but I wanted to tell you guys that because if you're looking at me right now, it looks absolutely nuts. I'm just happy the green came out of my hair. Green hair. The green, I sprayed my hair green. I can't believe I did that. But it came out. That's the only thing that matters. Anyway, cheers. Also, this joint is very tiny because I smoked my fizz last night. All right. Now we are freshly smacked. Not really. The first one is gratitude. Now, I remember growing up in my teens and being in middle school, and my mom would always tell me stuff about gratitude, and I feel like gratitude is something that is 1000% underappreciated and not done or appreciated enough. You know, I feel like gratitude, it all just comes back to, especially if we talk about manifesting, we get into a little bit of spirituality. If you're new to my page, you know that's what we're about here. So if you don't like it, next. But I feel like that's really what it comes down to. If you want more in your life, you have to really, really, truly appreciate what you have now. Just in general, why would you not appreciate what you have now, even if it's not much to you? So really, also this kind of ties into is enjoying the little things and truly doing the cheesy shit in life. The coffee shop, the going on walks, hanging out with your friends more, doing that kind of stuff. Honestly, truly purifies your soul more than... And, you know, obviously doing bad habits for you, like going out and stuff like that, right? So I'm doing the cheesy things and simple as just being happy to freaking be here. One thing I want to mention to you guys is that, I feel like people, especially in their 20s, the hot time to do this is where you spiral about your why and why am I here and what am I supposed to be doing with my life and oh my god, I feel like I'm not doing enough and this, and you spend so much more time spiraling years and years and years of depression and anxiety, even spiraling about this, than actually just enjoying your freaking life, right? We don't just think about it like this. I think I've said this in a video before, but animals and trees and plants, what are their jobs? They have jobs, you know, to breathe and to provide for other people and support each other, right? And to do a bunch of reproduce and eat and be alive, be an animal. And who's to say we're not just like the next mammal with a little bit of consciousness? Some more than others, but kidding. But yeah, you just have to kind of really be thankful for the tiniest things as far as just to be here. And what I really kind of draw this back to is think about, and this is kind of dark, but think about how many people didn't wake up today. That's eye-opening, right? How many people did not get the opportunity to actually just wake up and roll out of bed this morning like you did, right? So just kind of truly being grateful for this kind of things. And you can practice this with literally anything in your life. Being grateful for your pets, being grateful for your friends, the plants, the trees, the air we breathe. We got all this stuff that we need desperately, right, to stay freaking alive. So being grateful for that. And like I said, so gratitude is my number one, because I feel like gratitude has helped me so much, just being able to kind of step back and not be so greedy, not just kind of what's the next thing, what I want more in life, and this. Of course I will always be like that, just because I'm a go-getter and I dream big and chase after what I want and stuff like that. But I need to appreciate what I have now. Everybody does. And just happy to freaking be here. Okay, because I was curious, I actually just Googled why, like what truly sparks gratitude to make you feel good, like scientifically, right? And here's what it says. Gratitude can boost neurotransmitter serotonin and activate the brain stem to produce dopamine, right? And that's our happy chemical. So think about it this way, think about it like, when you think of things that make you happy, or things that you're grateful for, people that you love, all that kind of stuff, it makes you genuinely happy. So therefore, scientifically, it makes you feel better and truly just contributes to your life. Why would you not? Even if, you're in the shittiest of times, there's always something to be grateful for. Like I said, you're just freaking breathing and being alive today. A lot of people didn't get the opportunity to do that. So I thought I would share that with you guys, because I thought it was cool as to why there's an actual scientific reason for why you feel so good when you have more gratitude. It just empowers positive emotions. When you think about more like good experiences if you had, obviously that makes you feel good, right? It makes you feel happy. Okay, number freaking 2 is awesome, because I have a whole video on this. Go freaking check it out. It's being an entrepreneur, making money, just like hustle. Like I will say one of my best qualities I love about myself is I am really, really good with my money. I've always been this way. You guys know me. If you watch my videos, you know my history. I grew up really broke. So growing up, I always saved my money. I was always like trying to do better for myself in that sense. I've always wanted a great career. I've always wanted something that will make me a lot of money, because I just want that security with myself. And I'm very proud and happy to say, I think now, I'm very financially free and I'm happy with that. But money mindset, and start saving now. Start saving and just don't be stupid. Don't be stupid with your money. I will say I'm also really big on manifesting money and treating yourself. So the way I manifest is I literally tell myself I'm a millionaire every single day. Every single morning, I'm not kidding you. In my notebook, I wrote 3 things I'm grateful for. Every single day is, or 3 affirmations is, I'm a freaking millionaire. But I don't want to say, because this can get you in trouble, but you also want to make sure you're sturdy here. You have to, in a way of manifesting, is pretending or truly embodying the role of something that you would like, right? So I want to be a millionaire. I want to have a lot of money. That's just something I freaking want, okay? For myself. I don't want to blatantly say spend money like you're a millionaire, because that's what technically, after just saying that's what it say. But I give myself nice things when I know it's affordable, and when I know it's done for a reason, right? I am spending it for a good reason. Would this make me feel a good emotion? 2, do I have the money for this? Yes. And 3, is this gonna put me in a bad position later? No. So if I can check those boxes off and I want to reward myself after doing stuff like that, typically what I'll do, I don't do it so much anymore. I just kind of know what's right now after doing it for a while. But I would like make marks for myself. So I have this much in my bank account, I can go get my new bag. Or if I have this much bank account, I can go do this. Or I could go on a trip or stuff like that. So making little markers for yourself can kind of help in this sense if you're really bad with your money. And it's okay if you are. A lot of people, especially in their 20s and teens, are really bad with their money. But I want to say, don't spend money on stupid shit. Truly ask yourself, when I'm going shopping and I'm buying stuff and I'm really thinking about something like, is this stupid? Do I need this? Like, is this going to be stupid? Like, come the fuck on. Like, even if it's little stuff, eating out every day. I used to do a lot of that. But that can spend a lot of money. So really, truly ask yourself, what is going to make the most sense here? What's logical for you? You're the only person that knows your budget. And then something to go in hand with this, damn well your future self is going to thank you so much harder later if you're a little bit better with your money in your 20s, okay? I'm not saying you have to go get a big, awesome job making you so $100,000 a year, although it is very possible in your 20s. But I don't go get a job that you're happy with, that'll make you decent money, that'll make you feel financially free. And save no matter how much it is, $100 a month, $50, $20 a month, whatever you can save, just save some money, because you're always going to want, if something ever happens. I've had many times where cars broken down, stuff like that, and it's just really good to have that. So don't be stupid with your money. Get in a good money mindset with that kind of stuff now. That way when you get in your future, start investing. Something that I don't do yet. I actually got quite a few videos of this on my Instagram about if I invest. I don't yet. I actually really truly want to. I want to learn a lot about it. I have quite a few friends that invest themselves, so I want to sit down and ask questions, but do that kind of stuff so that way you're setting your future self up for success, because shit, wouldn't it be awesome to have like a shit ton of money to spend when you're older. You go on awesome trips, like especially older. That's when all the bullshit's done, your life's figured out, and you're kind of just cruising the wave, you know what I mean? Honestly, truly, I don't think my life will ever be 1000% figured out. Like, what does that even mean? But I would love to be able to take myself on expensive ass trips when I'm 40 with money I saved when I was 20 years old. Are you kidding me? Money mindset, get it figured out. Don't spend money on stupid shit. Be responsible. Come on, guys. All right, number 3 is going to be, this is my favorite one, I think. This is doing every and anything that makes you freaking happy. Now, I will say this one kind of comes with letting go of judgment. That means like other people judging you and not really caring what people think, because a lot of the times you're gonna want to go out on a limb that something might be like crazy. Like even me, like I have an OnlyFans to talk about all the time. You guys know that. And at first it was kind of one of those things where I was like, oh my gosh, like if this like turns into like the way that I make money in my career, like, you know, people could say stuff about it, and then I had to get over that, and now I'm making more money than probably most people I know. So you have to kind of burn that bridge and understand that you can't really take that. Also, too, I want to say something about the whole, like, letting people, what people think or say get to you, is that if you're really, truly doing that with, like, a career and stuff, I'll think about it this way as a good analogy, is that, and thank God I never struggled with this growing up, but, like, strict parents that want you to be a lawyer or force you to go to college and be a doctor and stuff like that, and you truly don't want to do that, like, this is something that you hate. There's so many movies about that. I feel like that's, like, the American way of living or growing up most of the time. But, you know, you're setting yourself up to hate yourself for the rest of your freaking life. You might as well balk up to your parents, and I get the whole, you know, respect thing, but there's ways to do that, and there's, you know, really things that you got to put your foot down and take care and take control of your life. At the end of the day, this is your game and your rules. There's every single move in your life that you can do. Nobody is stuck ever. Nobody's forcing you to do everything. You have to do the things that you love for you for that reason. Right? And if you, like I said, if you care about what people think so much and you let them dictate, you know, what your career is and what you're doing with your life and stuff like that, you're really living your life, or you're living what other people want you to do. That's something to truly think about, you know? Right now, in your 20s, more than ever, should be the time that we're learning and getting to know ourselves. I kind of compare it to my 20s is like a dressing room versus a waiting room. I'm not waiting for some magical life changing experience to fall into my lap, or this great opportunity where I'm gonna make a bunch of money to fall from the sky and just sit around waiting, right? It's a waiting room. I'm trying on different things. I'm working hard. I'm trying on different, like a dressing room. Like you try on different outfits, try on different people, try out different partners, try out different friends, try out different careers, try out different things you like to do for hobbies, right? It's really truly figure out yourself a little bit more and truly what you're gonna do for the rest of your life. You guys, if you're in your 20s, we got at least maybe, you know, 60 years left of our life. I don't want to spend it doing something I hate or listening to other people doing that, you know? That's a long time to do stuff that you really truly hate and not doing stuff that really makes you happy. This, like I said, this time more than ever is the time of your life that you can really grow and really apply yourself and really set yourself up for your 30s, which is like, I heard the best 30s and 40s are like the best years of your life, right? Where I'm actually grown and like done with the bullshit of people and drama and like friend groups and stuff. For the most part, I got it figured out. I said this in my career build a baddie, but I can say, you know, especially a job, and this is like the thing I'm talking about the most when it comes to this. When it comes to this is you're at your job or doing work more than you're not, right? If you work an 8-hour job a day, right, that's most of your day. You only have 4 hours left before pretty much you go to bed or wake up the next day, etc., etc., etc. But that's most of your day. You're spending literally hating your freaking life. Why would you do that to yourself, especially, you know, down the road when you're stuck at a job and stuck in a career choice because that's what you went to school for that you absolutely hate? Again, nobody's ever stuck, and there's always ways to that, but you get what I'm saying. Number 4, regardless, this one can apply to everybody. All of these things can apply to anybody, to be honest. But if you're in your 30s or your 20s or whatever the heck, we have time. There is so, like I said, it's like 60 plus years left to live if you're taking care of yourself, right? There's so much more time for you to figure all this stuff out and to live your life and do fun things and truly experience the human being. You know, it is an absolute miracle and great opportunity that we are even here. Like, how do you guys, you believe in whatever you believe in, and I believe whatever I believe in, but how the hell did we even get on earth? It is such a miracle that we're even being able to experience the things as a human experience that we are now today, especially with the evolution of, you know, the times and stuff and periods. But it is so crazy. We have so much time. It takes a lot of time to build an empire. Let's think, you know what, I'm gonna Google this right now. Granted, the times are a lot different, but let's think of like the number one company you know of. Let's take McDonald's, for example, right? McDonald's has been around since 1940, and I Googled, how long did it take for it to really take off, and like when it really started picking up for business. So it was founded in 1940. It took off in 1955, and the first day sales, again, way different time, so these numbers are going to be way out of pocket, but $366, right? So it takes so long. It took their first 1 billion customers in 1972 is really when it started making like millions and billions of dollars and stuff like that. So it takes like 20 years. Let's think of even those dates. So you were 20 years, plus 15 to 20 years it took for them to really pick it up. It takes a long time to build the empire, especially if you're a go-getter, you want something big in your life, you're an entrepreneur. That takes way longer. The only reason why I will say that, in my opinion, is because, you work for a company, you can be hired as a manager. Not a lot of times, but it is possible. Or you can work your way up, and it won't take you very long. But when you're working for yourself, you're the only one doing it, right? You're the only one building that money, making that money, and building that empire yourself. So it takes a long time to build the empire you want, especially, again, if you're wanting something big, you're dreaming pretty high, which I do. I am all for it. It's taking years for me to get to where I am now. But it takes a long time. Like I said, especially if you just graduated college, like you're just now starting off. Don't think you have to make this crazy amount of money or do these crazy things. It's your 20s, you guys. This is where we're making mistakes and learning. My fifth thing I've learned in my 20s that I've taken from is get rid of everything /one toxic. Now, this is pretty obvious one. I could talk about this all freaking day long. But this also, in my opinion, kind of takes an understanding of truly knowing your worth. Because if you don't know that, you're not going to really realize that somebody or something is not good for you, because you're not knowing yourself well enough. So again, like I said, I would really jump on whatever kind of journey you want to figure out and get to know yourself better, so you can apply these a lot better in your life and really understand them more. But it takes understanding of knowing that. Relationships, friendships, or at a job. Because, if you're working at a job, if it's not serving you, if something or someone is not serving you for the best, 9 times out of 10, it's going to stop you from growing. So let's say you're with a partner, and this has happened to me, and God, in almost every single relationship, I think, you're with a partner, and for me, it's gone down south, right? It's not been good. And I've studied the relationship because I thought it might work, and I kind of knew, I was kind of like, man, this is probably not the best for me. When you're still growing and you still don't really, know how to chalk up how to say that kind of stuff to somebody else, right? But if it's not serving you, like I said, it's going to hold you back from wanting to, truly go figure out what you're doing or figure out who you are, because you're spending so much time with this person that you don't want to be with, or at this job that you don't want to work at. Stuck, just doing your little robot thing because you just don't have, like I said, have the courage or the knowledge or the self-awareness yet to truly be like, okay, this is not worthy for me, this is not serving me no longer, and I really need to do something about it. That's going to hold you back from doing the things that you want. If you want a job, you want to be a singer and you're a lawyer right now, and you're just going to stay being a lawyer, that's holding you back from being a singer. So you really need to burn those bridges and understand like your worth and understand what you truly want in your life. Like I said, with jobs, it's so tricky and hard because you're there for most of the time. You're there for most of the day. So don't stay at something that you really hate, and don't stay with people that you just don't want to be with. And that is okay. This can be applied to friendships, relationships, jobs, like I said. Doing and being with these people and doing these jobs and doing whatever it is that's not making you happy or not serving you, that's toxic for you. Like I said, you're spending most of your time with that person or at that job. So, of course you're going to feel like shit every day because you're just surrounding yourself with things that you hate. You're surrounding yourself knowing damn well you need to do something about this, and you're just not yet. Right? Like I said, you have to kind of truly get to know yourself and be like, okay, I need to step back here. So I would really kind of work on that first. But at the end of the day, like I said, you have to have that awareness because you're just putting yourself in the worst position every single day for a lot of the day, for most of the day, with yourself. And finally, another one of my favorites, number 6, always do your best. Now, I get it because I feel like your 20s is such an emotional time. It's the time where you're figuring it out. It's the time you're getting heartbroken. It's the time where you're figuring out who you are and going through all these trials and tribulations and things like that. But I saw something that Carly posted and I love it. If you're going through a really rough day and you're going through a really rough patch in your life, and every single day you only have 5% to give, but you gave that whole 5%, technically you gave 100% that day. That's not a joke, truly. Sometimes if, you're going through a really going through a really rough patch or day or week or months or a year or whatever the heck in your life, it can be really, really, truly hard to beat yourself up about not doing enough, right? You're lazy on the couch. You just really, truly, your emotions can't handle it, but you ate 2 more meals better than yesterday, or you finally got up and finished work because you kept going home early from having anxiety attacks or something like that. I've been there, done that with all of this stuff, but you gave your 5% that day, the whole entire 5%, you gave 100%, and that is okay to do. You know, it'll always get better, and your 20s is not the time to feel like you have everything. Like I said, guys, please take this seriously. Your 20s is not the time to have everything 1000% figured out. It's the time to learn that kind of stuff and what you want to do and figure it out. But you guys know I love the book, The 4 Agreements by Miguel Ruiz. So I'm going to read a passage. The last agreement actually in the 4 Agreements is always do your best. And I wanted to read a passage from the book that really hits me because I'm an overdoer. So here we go. If you try too hard to do more than your best, you will spend more energy than is needed, and at the end, your best will not be enough. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself, and it will take longer for you to accomplish your goal. But if you do less than your best, you subject yourself to frustration, self-judgment, guilt, and regrets. Just do your best. No more, no less. In any circumstance in your life, it doesn't matter if you're sick or tired, if you're always doing your best, there is no way you can judge yourself. And if you don't judge yourself, there's no way you can suffer from guilt, blame, and self-punishment. By doing your best, you will break this big spell that you've been under. So I like the not overdoing it part too, because it's also so important. You spend your 20s, I'm a workaholic. I spent all of my teens working my ass off, like 3 jobs, going to school, being a manager, working 14-hour days, just absolutely working myself to the ground. And at the end of the day, I just wasn't happy with it. I got tired of the jobs. I got tired of what I was doing. I hated my life because it was so long. But then also too, if you're lazy and you're not doing much for yourself, you're going to feel like you're guilty and you have your self-punishment for not really truly doing your best every day and going out there. So always do your best, no more, no less, because that kind of takes all the judgment. You can't judge yourself. There's no way that you can feel the guilt, the blame, and the shame, the self-punishment in that way. And feeling shitty about yourself because you did your best every single day. So at the end of the day, what I tell myself too in the morning with this, I always wake up and I'm like, okay, what can I do today to make me feel like I did my best? Like, what's going to check that off? What does that look like for you? And think of those different things for yourself so you can really get yourself check boxes and get yourself in check and have that self-awareness to what truly is your best and what does that look like. Like I said, some days your best is going to be 5%. Some days it's going to be 90%. But as long as you gave that entire 5, or as long as you gave that entire 90, you gave 100%. I know I'm going to have a lot of comments in the comment section of how old I actually am. I'm 22 years old. You guys have seen my YouTube videos. I started my life as an adult when I was pretty much like 13. I moved out at 17. I really had my stuff together. I started jobs at 13 and stuff like that too. And I feel like I've had just way crazy life experiences to be able to kind of speak on this stuff, which is why I do. Check out my YouTube videos for what the heck that's about. But I think this is a really great video for people who are kind of just struggling with the whole, oh my God, I'm in my 20s and I feel lost and I feel like, oh my God. I feel like these videos are great because they can kind of shed a light onto, first of all, it's fucking okay. And second of all, just spell it out for me instead of me just being clouded in my head with, oh my God, is this the right thing? These are okay. All of these things I've struggled with at some point, which is why I'm able to speak on it, which is why I think learning about these things was so important for me, and truly taking these to heart was so important for me because I needed it, and I struggled with every single one at one point. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little tips for you. Let me know in the comment sections what you want to see, what you want to say about the video, some support, that would be awesome. Check out my links in the description for the rest of my socials, and let me know what you guys want the next Build a Baddie episode to be. I've done quite a few, kind of running out of ideas for a second, so let me know if there's anything you guys want to hear me talk about, any life experience or any tip, trick, thing, Build a Baddie you want to know about. Please let me know. With that being said, you guys, I will see you on the next video.